Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick video on how I roll egg rolls quickly, and you can see this is my setup. So I have the meat and then the wrappers are already peeled and my egg is right here. So you can follow along on the top right hand corner. I also wanted to try this filling tip where you lay out the filling on a cookie tray and then you divide it out to however many wrappers you have. And it worked pretty well for me, but I think next time I'm just gonna skip that step because I don't know, I think it's just doing too much and I don't want to do a lot of dishes. So I mean, who likes to do more dishes, you know? Because you mix it in a bowl and then now you have to use the tray. That's why I lined it with tin foil, because I don't want to have to wash it like as well as the bowl. But yeah, and you can see that my work setup is actually making the process faster. So the step that I took out is the one where you have to go grab another wrap. So that does go in towards where you have to peel it, but then I peeled it first and then I laid it all out in front of me, and then now I'm just adding the meat on top of each one that I'm doing. And you can just put them directly on top of each other, but I find it easier to kind of lower it a little bit, kind of the way that I have it set up, because then you can grab the corners and you know which, so you don't have to fight with which layer you're working with, so you don't accidentally use 2 or 3. And a lot of people like to use their hands when they grab the meat, or you know, grab the eggs and just put it on the end like this. But I don't like my hands getting dirty, because then the outside of the egg roll gets dirty, or like I don't like it when the egg is like going down my finger, you know, while I'm working, and then the egg will dry up quicker and then it's gonna be like crusty on my hands. I don't know, I don't like that feeling. So I just have a spoon. You can use one of those little brush thingies, the oil brush thingies, but I like using a spoon because it has a flat surface on the bottom. And for the meat, I usually have a different spoon, but this one is a spatula spoon thingy so that I can scrape the bottom of the meat or the bowl. I can scrape it all around and use more of the filling. And I'm sorry I don't have a recipe for you guys, because I never measure out my sauces or anything. I just kind of like throw everything together, and then for taste testing, I used to just make one egg roll and then fry it. But then if you're looking for a tip on how to taste your season or your filling to see if it, you know, has enough salt or seasoning or, you know, and flavor, what I do is I take a little spoon and then a spoon of the filling, and then I just fry it like stir-fried noodles. I don't know how to say that in English. It's bingcho. But yeah, so you just fry it up real quick, and then you have a taste, and then you have your kids taste it to see if it tastes good. And yeah, so that's what I do. Do not taste the raw filling if you are making the raw version, because that is very unsafe. It's pork, so pork should be cooked before you eat it. So after you take a bit and fry it, and you notice that you need a little bit more seasoning and a little bit more salt, just add it to your mixture. And then if you think that's okay, you can just start rolling them. But I usually try to add the seasoning and then taste it again, just to make sure that the filling tastes good. So this is my 10th egg roll, and I'm just about starting it at the 4 minutes and 30-second mark. So by the time I'm done, it's gonna be within the 5-minute mark. And I just wanted you guys to see how I do it. So in 5 minutes, again, you can roll 10 egg rolls. And to me, I think that's pretty fast. I mean, I'm not going for a record or anything, but I just want to show you guys how to do it. So I only have 10 egg rolls left to roll, so I'm just gonna continue rolling them, and you guys can listen to me talk or just fast forward it to later in the video where I'm doing my frying, so I can show you guys a few more tips on that. So in my family we have 2 girls, so I have a sister, and whenever we make egg rolls, if she mixes the filling, then I have to fry, and then if I mix the filling, I have to fry. What? You know, I mean, it doesn't make sense, and I know that's weird, but the thing is, when one person does something good in the house, like for instance my brother, he is like really good at, you know, cleaning fish, right? So when you catch fish and you bring it home, then my brother is automatically designated to clean the fish. And I was apparently really good at frying egg rolls, and every time we made egg rolls, no matter what happened, I would be the one having to fry. I mean, nowadays I don't have to do it because my other brother would come in and fry the egg rolls for me, because we already spent so much time rolling, me and my sister. So me and my sister split the rolling process because she doesn't like the way that I roll, and I don't like the way that she rolls, because when she does it, she makes the ends real tight, and then she says that I make my ends too square, and I don't know what she's talking about even to this day, but I like the way that I roll egg rolls, but then the way that she rolls it, so if you fold the end parts like close into the middle, it will make the rounded edge of the egg roll, right? But if you do that, it causes the wrapper to stretch out, and then when you fry it, you have more of a chance for it to burst. I don't know if that makes sense or if you understand what I'm talking about, but anyways, so the reason why she doesn't like my egg rolls is because my end parts end up being so flat, like square. She calls it square, but it's flat, but hers are rounded, and that's just your personal preference, whatever you guys like. I like it flat, as my sister would say, and then she likes it round, and I don't like it like that. We also have this other thing where my sister, she rolls the egg rolls like totally random sizes. Like every time she's rolling, she doesn't care how much, you know, how much meat she's putting in or how much, you know, she just rolls them so randomly, and then I get mad because I'm like, dude, make them all the same size. And she's like, I can't. And I'm like, yes you can. If you're doing 1 scoop per egg roll, it should all be like the same size egg roll, but then like some of them are fat and some of them are long, and it's just reckless. I don't know. I have a thing about wanting my egg rolls to be like kind of all the same size, so that when you lay them out in a tinfoil tray, it looks nice and even. But she doesn't care because it's egg roll and it's food, and it's true, you know, egg rolls are, it doesn't matter how pretty they are, if your filling tastes good, it's gonna be good. So those stories, you know, that I'm talking about is just when we were younger. Nowadays we make egg rolls together and we have a lot of fun because that's what we do when we get older. We just hang out and eat and cook together. But we do still reference all these little things that I'm talking about, how like, you know, her egg rolls are too round and my egg rolls are too square, and I have to fry because if she fries, then, you know, everything gets all burnt. But it's all in good fun. I mean, we enjoy cooking together. I'm just about done. This is the last egg roll, and I just wanted to show you guys my finished products. And my work area is pretty clean because of this technique, so that's another reason why I think that this is a better idea instead of the usual way. And this is what they look like after they're all done being rolled. See, they don't look square, do they? So this is 40 egg rolls. I am frying them in small batches, so 8 at a time. And in order to keep them crispy, I have a rack that I purchased on eBay a long time ago for dumplings, but I can use it for egg rolls too. So if you let them sit on this cooling rack, you can also use a cookie cooling rack, but it will drip the oil into the bottom and then it will make your egg rolls crispy all day. So if you don't let them sit, they're gonna be soggy. So this is the final product. Make sure to make some peanut sauce to go with your egg rolls. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like my tips, please give me a like and also share this video with your friends so you guys can make egg rolls together. And thanks for watching.